Good morning, everyone. Are you ready for a fun facts adventure in world history? Together, let's all explore what is happening in the past, all throughout to our fingertips. I'm your history teacher, Dr. Michael Guetta. Alright, so before we start, let's have first our lesson's objectives. First, by the end of the lesson, students will be able to identify the motives behind European exploration. Second, explain the major explorers and their contributions. The third one, analyze the impact of European exploration on indigenous population in the global trade. Before we further continue, let me ask you this one. What motivates people to explore unknown places? What will be your opinion? Some might say about the curiosity of the people before, or maybe they want to find a new wealth in the different places, or maybe it's just a fame because they want to be famous. If they discover a new land, a new places, they become famous after all. Alright, so now let's connect your answers to the European exploration motives. They have three. They call it the three G's. First G is God, the second G is gold, and the third G is glory. Let's discuss first the God. Okay, so their first objectives is get because they want to explore the world in order for them to spread their religion, which is Christianity. They want to reach out peoples and the different territories for them to teach their religion. The second one is the goal. Of course, canonically, they wanted to be famous and they wanted to control people and territories in order for them to cultivate their lands for their own goods because they want spices. They want to control the silk and, of course, the distribution of gold. And the third G is glory. Politically speaking, they wanted to expand their empires to control their different territories and to be known as the power of the Europeans. Now, let's discuss the major explorers. First, we have Christopher Columbus. In 1492, he reached the Americas. He is an Italian explorer sailing for Spain. He embarks on his famous voyage in 1492 with the goal of finding the westward route of Asia. Instead, he ended into the Bahamas, mistakenly believing he had reached the East Indies. His voyage led the permanent European colonization of the New World. So our next explorer is Vasco da Gama. 1498, sea road to India. Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese explorer who successfully discovered a sea road to India. In 1498, sailing around the Cape of Good Hope, or also known as southern tip of Africa. His journey established a direct maritime link between Europe and Asia, allowing Portugal to dominate the Indian Ocean trade, and Venetian merchants to the spice trade, increasing European access to valuable goods like pepper and cinnamon. However, his arrival also marked the beginning of European military and economic dominance in the region. Alright, so our third explorer is Ferdinand Magellan. In 1519, first circumnavigation of the globe. Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer sailing for Spain, led the first expedition to circumnavigate the world in 1519. He set out with 5 ships, seeking the westward route to the Spice Island, or the modern day Indonesia. This expedition discovered the Strait of Magellan in South America and became the first European voyage to cross the Pacific Ocean. Though Magellan was killed in the Philippines in 1521, his crew led by Juan Sebastian Elcano completed the journey back to Spain in 1522. His voyage proved that the earth was round and highlighted the vastness of the world oceans. Alright, so that's it for now. So let's have our conclusion. These explorers played crucial roles in shaping global history, leading the new trade routes, cultural exchange, and European colonization. While their discoveries expanded European influences, they also brought about conflicts, disease, and the decline of indigenous civilization.